Hello, this is Ron with Rising Sun Properties. We are back in Nakano, which is in Nagano, Ken, up in the mountains. You can see just beautiful area. This is a drive coming up to the home we're looking at right now. If you're interested in a holiday getaway for, the ski slopes, this is a great area to consider. Here's the home. It does have parking. You can fit two cars up there. It's 11.8 million yen. It's a wooden home built in 1977, additions in 2004, 5 LDK, 120 square meter buildings, and it is a bit far from the station, so you would definitely need a car. These roads are maintained during the winter, so there is snow removal, so that's great. And here's the neighborhood. Very quiet, local neighborhood. A lot of the homes do have people living in them, so that's a good sign. It's not just a bunch of abandoned homes in the area. Here's a look around the outside. This was, you know, not a bad home. It's hard to judge. It is built in 1977, which is a bit older. That's a kerosene tank there. Um, so usually in these older homes, there's going to be issues with the home. It's just the way it is. So upon inspection, I'm sure this will also, show some damages and things that need to be upgraded to the home. But overall, from what I saw, it was not bad. Right there, you can see where some water has built up. Maybe the gutters were not maintained and wasn't able to drain. But overall, from what I saw for the age, it's not bad at all. Those weird security protector there, I think it's just PVC pipe, so it's not steel or anything like that. There's a shed on the side here and a bit of a yard, so you do have space from the neighbors. Again, very quiet neighborhood. I love this area. It kind of reminds me of this Pacific Northwest. I used to live in Portland, Oregon. There's a shot of the corner where it looked like there's some water buildup, so maybe just needs to have the gutters cleaned out. Look off to the front, so again, a bit of a yard. And outside, there's, a few cracks on the exterior, but nothing that I could see was, you know, looked like a huge issue. So that's good. This is propane. You can see the LP propane there. Most of the homes out here are. They can be septic tank or public sewage. I believe this is public sewage, so it just depends on the place. Sometimes they were built at a time. You can see some damage to the gutter there. There were built at a time where there was not public sewage, so there is something there now. If you want to upgrade that, you can. That can cost around 1 million yen to do so, but is sometimes an option. And here we are getting into the house. Here's the Gankon, the entranceway, the seller's realtor there. There are a bunch of stuff in the home, but he said if you wanted to purchase it, that the owners would be able to remove all these items. So, you know, also keep in mind when I post these videos, the home could be gone already, whether it's through our purchase, our client, or somebody else. It just depends on the timing. So I never want to mislead anybody into thinking these properties are on the market. Mostly I'm just showing homes that our clients are interested in it, making videos and posting them just to show people what's out there and what you can get for your money. If you're interested in purchasing, I would say you just contact us directly. People always say, oh, let me know if something pops up. Well, things don't just pop up. We have to actively search for them in the area with the criteria you have. So if you're interested, let us know. We can do a search for you personally. Of course, we do have a consultation fee. Happy to have a free call initially to go over all the details. So that was the bath and shower. It's been somewhat renovated, so that's nice. There were additions to this home, the kitchen and living room, and you'll see it looks a little bit newer and cleaner in there. This was the old kitchen, the guy told me. So um, right back there towards the wall, there was where the kitchen was. There's a door there, but it's sealed off. Aircon's there and is working. Probably can keep that if you wanted to. some storage. So the home definitely has a lot of room. And again, didn't see much as far as water damage on the ceilings. Here's the aircon. You can see the date there. It says 2020. So typically you want to replace air cons every 10 years, so that one should be fine for, some years to come. Back bedroom, you can see just a bunch of stuff, accumulated over the years, so this stuff would all need to be removed. Again, all that stuff can be negotiated. Sometimes they'll take it out for you, sometimes it's just sold as is, and maybe we can negotiate the price down, but don't think that you can negotiate. I always tell people to go in buying expecting to pay the sticker price. If we can negotiate, we certainly will, but it's not the same culture as it is in other Western countries. So we always do our best to negotiate in the price, and do so often. I'd say about half the time we're able to. Again, here's a look. This was probably the main area of the original home. You can see the demarcation there into the wood where that add-on was built. I think it was 2004 or 6. This is the tatami room. And now into this kitchen living room area. Lots of storage built in. Really tall closets, over 2 meters. Look down, that is the kitchen down there, so you can see there's plenty of room here. Possibly, the layout, I'm not sure if you want to use this as a living room. Maybe the tatami room would be the living room, but this is definitely a kitchen area and dining area. Doesn't feel super modern, and you can see there are, there's some dirt and stuff on the walls, so you might want to redo the wallpaper. But overall, it's clean. It looks perfectly functioning condition. So I don't think you'd really need to replace or upgrade any of this stuff unless you really wanted to get something brand new. But I think it's fine the way it is. Big sink, 3-burner stove. View looking back down into the dining room. Plenty of storage. Looking out my back door. CCR reference. Again, a bit of a yard. I don't know if you can really do much gardening, but you could make it work if you wanted to. I guess this was kind of their living room here. And then you see those sliding doors there that are kind of blocked, but there's another basically storage large closet in between the first tatami room and this room. And here's that area I was just speaking about. So basically just closet storage area in between the 2 rooms. So plenty of storage in the home, and most of these older Japanese homes have that. You can see a vent up there. So that's just to help suck out the moisture. A lot of homes have them in a couple places in the home. All right, and there it is. So that's a tour of a home in Nakano. Thank you so much for watching. We are a licensed real estate agent. If you have any questions, want to set up an initial consultation at no charge, please reach out to me. You got my email or my number here on WhatsApp. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next time.